Welcome back into the new Killer series. Today's video will feature the FNAF franchise and its license holders. We're gonna go over what Behavior Interactive would have to do to license FNAF into Dead by Daylight. This is one of the most requested chapters that I've seen in the comments. How's it going, everyone? My name is Schmuckles. Right now I'm hosting a tournament on YouTube where subscribers can vote on the most hyped licenses they want to see in DBD. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see when the polls come out. The full list of the brackets are on my Twitter, and the polls are in the community tab of my YouTube channel. Also, I stream DBD on Twitch on Wednesday and Sunday nights. The link for all of my socials is in the description below. I've seen a lot of forums online with Five Nights at Freddy chapter concepts and ideas. Most of them focus on bringing Springtrap from FNAF 3 as the new killer. A lot of these forums go way back, meaning people have wanted FNAF in DBD for years. In 2014, Scott Cawthon created the first Five Nights at Freddy's. He's listed as a developer alongside Steel Wool Studios. Scott Games and Lionsgate Games both published this first game. The first FNAF was an instant success, and giant content creators like PewDiePie and Markiplier featured this game on their YouTube channels. There have been a ton of sequels to this game: FNAF 2 in 2014, FNAF 3 in 2015, FNAF 4 in 2015, FNAF Sister Location in 2016, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator in 2017, Ultimate Custom Night in 2018, FNAF Help Wanted in 2019, FNAF Special Delivery in 2019, and FNAF Security Breach is scheduled to release sometime later this year. Like I said before, Scott Cawthon is the creator and face of the franchise. Matthew Cote from Behavior Interactive would have to go to Scott Cawthon to attain the copyright license for any of the FNAF characters. The last two licensed chapters in DBD have come from video games, and DBD has seen a lot of success from these collaborations. Before I continue this video, I just want to say that Scott Cawthon is a very kind and humbled celebrity. He created the FNAF franchise from the ground up, so he gets the final decision if he wants to share his characters or not, and his decision should really be respected. I did a ton of research on FNAF to try and discover why this collaboration hasn't happened yet. Typically, when DBD is looking into new licenses, it comes down to three fundamental questions. The first question is, does it fit into the game? DBD UI designer Sarah Robinson mentioned Five Nights at Freddy's in an interview that I found from 2018.
What are some licensed video game killers you would like to see in Dead by Daylight? This does not mean it will happen, just things you believe would be cool. So I have my own, but what's yours?
Friday Night at Freddy's.
Alright, Five Nights at
Five
Freddy's?
Nights at Freddy's, yes.
Okay.
She did butcher the name. Please don't grill her in the comments. I'm sure she loves FNAF as many of us do. The second question is there enough interest to bring FNAF into the game? Pretty much, will it make money? The answer to this question will tie closely into the final question: how difficult is it to get the license? There are many forums with fans expressing an interest in a FNAF DBD chapter. Louis Dacco had an interview with Scott Cawthon. Dacco is a YouTuber who posts content on horror video games. He's earned over 1.3 million subscribers. On June 2nd, 2020, he posted on Twitter, "I have contacted Scott about Springtrap being wanted on DBD. Hopefully one day we get to see FNAF in this amazing game." Obviously, this doesn't mean anything, but if he has seen the demand for it to happen, it's definitely something he should think about, and DBD too. I've wanted this collab to happen for years. I remember people talking about it back in 2016. Times have changed, and you can clearly see Scott is open to share the franchise with other companies now. I'm not quite sure what Dacco meant by the last part of that tweet. The only time I could ever find Cawthon sharing the FNAF franchise was in a video game called Creepy Castle. It's a simple game that was released in 2016. At the end of October in 2016, Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's appeared in Creepy Castle as a playable character. About a month after Dacco's tweet, Scott announced a collaboration. Five Nights at Freddy's creator Scott Cawthon announces the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative. It's a collaboration between Scott and the creators of the most popular FNAF fan games over the years in the community. It's a project that's designed to invest in those franchises, give back to the developers, and hopefully bring new entries to those franchises as well. This is the biggest collaboration project that Scott has ever pursued. It's more fan-made content than collaboration with other giant franchises like Behavior Interactive's Dead by Daylight. There's another tweet that I found from Onyx. On his channel, it says he's a game dev for Novatorch Games. I'm not sure how Onyx is tied into all this, but Onyx is being followed by DBD game director Matthew Cote and DBD gameplay programmer Louis McLean on Twitter. So since people have been asking for a FNAF chapter in DBD, and Dacco already emailed Scott about such a thing, I did my part and asked Matthew Cote if such a chapter could even be possible. He couldn't talk about this, but I managed to get a statement from him. He told me the following: anything is possible. If there's a property out there that we feel would make DBD better, then it may happen someday. Obviously, anything that has been discussed, that is being discussed currently, or that might be discussed in the future is top secret and can't be commented on until it's time to reveal. I saw an interview where Cote was asked about a Resident Evil DBD collab around the time that this collaboration was actually happening, and he had a similar type of response.
One that keeps coming up, at least in the video game space, is Mr. X Nemesis from the Resident Evil series. Has that ever been on the table? Have you talked about it to Capcom? Has Capcom talked to you about it?
Like, if it was something that was in the works, I couldn't talk about it. If it was something that we discussed with them but haven't come to an agreement yet, I couldn't possibly talk about it. If it was something that we decided we would never do, it probably is something that I would not be able to talk about. So it's very difficult for me to talk about these things.
I mean, Resident Evil was pretty much confirmed on Behavior's radar at that time. That tweet from Onyx was from mid-2020, which is approximately the right time period for Year 6 DBD collabs. It made me wonder if a FNAF DBD collabs is in the works. I found information on Reddit that likely answers this. There's been speculation about a FNAF collab with Fall Guys and Fortnite on Reddit. 4 months ago, Scott Cawthon responded, "Yeah, no collabs for now, including Fortnite or Fall Guys, focusing on solo FNAF projects this year." So it doesn't seem like FNAF is on the table for Year 6 and DBD, definitely not this year at least. So when Kote answered Onyx about a FNAF DBD chapter, it seems like there was no collaboration in the works. My guess is that Behavior has reached out to FNAF for a crossover and Scott Cawthon wasn't interested. It just seems like right now, crossover games aren't a part of Scott Cawthon's vision for the FNAF franchise. On Twitter a while back, the Meatly, the creator of the Bendy series, said that if Scott ever asked him to make a FNAF game, he would do it. Scott isn't on Twitter, but 9 months ago on Reddit, somebody posted about this and Scott responded. While this developer crossover will likely never happen, but I have nothing but respect for the Bendy series, I'm eager to see where they take it. It seems like he wants FNAF to stand for itself. While doing research, I found so many Reddit forums showing an interest for this collab. I also found a petition from the creator of a Springtrap concept video. They have 63.4 thousand people who have signed their petition and are interested in a FNAF DBD chapter. I mean, Dead by Daylight is the Hall of Fame of horror, and I'm sure Behavior would be honored to welcome a FNAF chapter into the game. I've actually never played FNAF, but if they were to come into DBD, I'd probably try it, and I'm sure others would too. After Resident Evil and all the success that we've seen, DBD is truly one of the hottest horror games out there. In summary, I found a comment on Twitter that breaks down the FNAF DBD situation pretty accurately. It lists possible reasons for this collaboration not happening. Based on all my research, I think from this list of reasons, the first reason is most likely. And going back to the 3 fundamental factors I talked about earlier, I don't think Behavior has been able to attain this license as of right now, but maybe things will change in the future. If things do change, I'll make sure to post a video about it. There's so much interest and respect for both of these franchises. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.